does not mean the end of living. I like to share my story with you.
I always had this dream of living somewhere close to the beach and next to the close to the sun. In around about 2000 I had a commercial photo job here in Cape Town, and very soon I fell in love with the mother city because it's really one of the most beautiful cities in the world. My photography career gave me the freedom to have that kind of lifestyle which I'm living in now. I mean, I have this wonderful house here with this amazing view over the whole of Hout Bay, and I mean, I can't get enough of this. It's just breathtaking. Almost every morning we go to one of the most beautiful beaches here in Cape Town, to Llandudno, and have a walk with Nala, our dog. And just that gives me all the energy for the upcoming day.
As a photographer, I'm very aware of what is around me. My photos are not just portraits of animals. I like to see them as capturing a story, and a story of the animal. Where they were, what is the landscape, and what's the weather like. These all plays a very important part in that story.
Obviously Klaus has changed his career from being a fashion and stock photographer, lifestyle photographer, to becoming one of the top wildlife photographers, which is a complete different approach, and his pictures stand out because they are very unique. They almost look, when I first saw them, I was like, okay, that's a great Photoshop, but surely you didn't see all these animals in one shot. And he said, no, they were there. I was there.
For me, Klaus' photographs are very unique. When I look at this photograph, for example, I feel like I'm right in there. None of these animals is disturbed. It's like you're in it.
The way Klaus tries to reinvent himself is, I've always found quite inspiring, and I think that's what has been doing in the last sort of 8 to 10 years as a wildlife photographer and a fine art photographer. I've seen that same degree of passion for innovation and pushing new limits for himself as well as in the category.
It's time again now to push myself into something new. I want to go to Kenya for more than new photos, but to share my journey with the world.
We prepared now for the last 3, 4, 5 weeks now. We're writing scripts, we are arranging locations, and we are in email contact with all the lodges where we're going. And finally, in 10 days, we are heading off.
Dates are set.
First, it's Dean, my director and cameraman, and me. And then 2 weeks later, Sandra and the kids, they are joining us in Kenya in the Masai Mara. I'm taking my family this time, and they are desperately want to go to Kenya and want to see where I'm taking most of my pictures.
Welcome to Cape Town International Airport.
Jetzt geht's los gleich.
Check of aircraft navigational systems.
The idea of going to Kenya came while I was in recovery. When I was first diagnosed, there were so many emotions. I was angry, I was sad, and I remember just sitting in the corner and crying and singing, my God, why me?
So, jetzt sind wir in Johannesburg gelandet.
And I realized I can't give up. I mean, there's still so much to do, and I have family, and I want to live. Life is just so beautiful.
Leaving South Africa, heading to Nairobi now.
And in these moments, I needed a goal. I needed a focus to get out of the bed of the hospital and to be motivated to walk again and to live. I remember when we arrived in Nairobi. Oh, then I also thought, oh my God, is this the right decision to make this whole project here? And it was raining, and I was, I mean, there was still a big mountain to move in front of us. My first stop in Kenya is Amboseli National Park. The flight to Amboseli will be only the next morning, so we needed to stay in Nairobi for one night. And it rained all night. The taxi driver said the rain has just only begun, and they were very happy because it is probably the end of the drought they just had.
Sunday morning in Nairobi, heading off to Wilson Airport and then to rainy Amboseli. Unfortunately, you can't smell it. I mean, it smells like Kenya.
Amboseli National Park is very famous for his big elephants and big elephant herds, and of course for Kilimanjaro. See this mountain there in the background, I mean, this is really, really impressive. But it was not why we were there because of the elephants. Two days before we arrived, it has rained, and it was still raining and while we were there. So suddenly this dusty area, which I know this, turned into green grass and big almost lakes. It was just amazing to see the contrast between this very dry, which is normally cut sometimes for years, and now it's so green and so fertilized. I mean, that was just something really special.
There.
One of the goals of this trip was to find Tim, the famous elephant Tim. I've been a couple of times to Amboseli, but for some reason there was never the chance to see him and to take some pictures of him. Junior, my guide, and me, we explored Amboseli, but this time it was quite difficult and different. The weather is very great for me if it's moody like this, but it's very hard to find the animals and then to find a good setup to make a good picture. So we just kept driving and looking around all day.
I didn't expect to get a hippo with a baby in this beautiful last light here. Because normally, most of the time, I mean, I see the hippos in the water. You see just the back and the nose and the ears. And you're lucky, they are yawning or they are fighting a little bit. Last time I was here in Amboseli, it was dusty and totally dry. Now it has changed completely. It's a totally new picture of the Amboseli Park for me. Ah, that was a good one. Yeah. But Amboseli is special. I mean, I really like it here. Oh, little banana. Because I was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, I had to go through a very long and difficult operation. And as a result, I must eat quite regularly and take also my tablets. I mean, at home it is fine, but while I'm on safari, it's always challenging to have the right food at the right time.
This is Pascal, and here I have the opportunity to have a very low angle, which is very important for my pictures, because then the animal even looks much bigger and stronger. Just lying there was so close to Pascal on the floor and seeing him into the eyes, I mean, this was really something very special. You don't have these opportunities every day.
Come along. Let's go.
But unfortunately, I didn't get a good picture out of this scene. I mean, there were good opportunities, but the background with this tree and the forest was just too busy, and a couple of other things were not 100% like I wanted to have it.
Junior was notified that Tim the elephant was rumored to be far on the eastern side of the national park. We decided to slowly head in this direction in case of some more accurate news.
noch gar nicht so lange her, weil das ist 10 Monate her. Dann war ich im Krankenhaus, hatte die Operation gehabt. Da kann ich mich noch gut daran erinnern, wie ich mich damals gefühlt habe. Und jetzt bin ich halt wieder hier und das ist, finde ich halt sehr schön. Ne? Weil damals habe ich wirklich fast gedacht, es ist vorbei. Ne?
Oh, okay. So let's speak with them so that because we are nearby Oltukai, and then let me speak to them and then I come back to you. From Tobin, phoning me. They say they allowed you to go there.
And what is there?
No, for Tim. He's still looking for that elephant. The elephant is still there.
Ja, komm, let's try it.
The problem was, it was already after lunchtime. But we thought, no, I mean, we just take the chance, we have to go there. So we had to leave Amboseli Park, the national park, and to drive outside somewhere for, I think, 1 or 2 hours.
Wie man sieht, wir fahren hier total Offroad. Und ja, mein Pulsschlag ist um einiges höher als noch heute Morgen, weil es wird absolut spannend.
Tim is the one in the back.
We saw him from the distance, but and he was surrounded by a couple of other big elephants, and it was very challenging to come close to him. Because there's always some fights with farmers around, so they are very shy. So we have to relax and to come closer to the herd. They must get used to us, and they come a little bit closer. And this whole process took already, I think, 1.5 to 2 hours to get even a little bit close to take some kind of pictures. I was very happy to find Tim and his friends and to take some pictures, but it was not the picture. This was so amazing. I mean, we were so close to these elephants, and I mean, I could also go out of the car, and I mean, this is the position I really love, and I mean, it was so amazing. I mean, I've been so close to these animals after all these driving back and forth and getting used, or they getting used to us. I mean, and when I was lying on the ground and looking to Tim, I mean, it is just an amazing, beautiful elephant with his big tusk and his big feet and his ears and he's flapping. I mean, it's such a beautiful animal.
Da kann ich nicht viel zu sagen, ich bin sprachlos.
So wunderschön. Jetzt über die andere Seite gehen. Now we have to go back, unfortunately. So they are also going back into the forest, it looks like. Can we come again? Another day?
The day?
Yeah.
Can we do one more day?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Because you know photographers, no?
I say photographers are always crazy with it. With
They
the
always
photos.
want the best, and they have the
Yeah.
best, and they
Yeah.
think they can go better.
Sure. And this like that.
Yeah.
It's nature. So
Yeah, but yeah.
not every day you see the same pictures. Each and every time different pictures.
Yeah. No, you must
with the
also
different
challenge.
alcohol and the climate and the weather.
Yeah, you must also challenge yourself. There is a chance to always get a little bit better.
Yeah.
The next day I traveled all the way back to find Tim again. We managed to get stuck in the mud. But eventually we did find the herd again. And something happened which I only realized 100% later when I saw the footage and when I was talking to the rangers which were with us, that one elephant came close to us and was lying down and was sleeping. A youngster was sleeping there just maybe 12 meters away from me. I was very honored that they were, I mean, I was there with them. It was just such a big privilege to be so intimate with these elephants. This is not work for me. This is just life. This is just beautiful. When you get home, first you wash your hands, then unpack your camera. And downloading all the files, make a backup and make another backup. And then, yeah, have a shower. That's done. We're going to Masai Mara tomorrow. Flying into the Masai Mara and just seeing these open green plains of grass. I mean, it was so good to see John after all this long time, and it was just amazing to see his smile and his love in his face, and I'm so glad to be back and spending the next couple of weeks with him. On this trip, things were different. I guess I think I never felt more alive. The Masai Mara is always a great place, but this time it was like an overdrive. I am here to tell my story, and it was like everything around me was new. You know, the people you meet in your life, they shape the person you become. We have all been told that an important part of to being successful is surrounding yourself with the right people. But the crazy thing is, I mean, you don't know who are the right people, I mean, until you go with them. When I met John the first time in the Masai Mara, I mean, he was young and unexperienced. He hardly spoke English, almost like me, so that was a good match.
I went to driving school and I got my license, and I was asking for driving to be a driver guide. It was my dream before, but I thought because of my education is very small, I don't get this. But you know, God said yes, and I found some good friends, and they sponsored me to English school. When I finished, I came back to my starting area where I start my life, and they give me a job as a driver guide, and I found my friend Musungu Masai called Klaus Tiedge.
We developed a way to work together. Since then, I'm very proud to see him to become a real man now. He got his own safari car, he got his own brick house and his wonderful family. I mean, I had the chance when I met him first, I asked for a more experienced driver, but I saw something in him like a younger version of me.
This is our first game drive in the morning, and we are heading towards 3 Lion Brothers, which must be somewhere around here.
Now we are surrounded here by 14 lions, and they're just lying there and relaxing, digesting, because they had a kill. There's somewhere lying around a hippo.
Light could be better, the position of the lion could be better, but yes, there's always something, but in the end of the day, just make the best of what you get. That's very important. I mean, complaining about this and that is the easiest part. Just challenge yourself.
Something else is happening on that side.
There's one female walking. He's going to another side.
So now it's a decision. Do we stay here? Do we go there? Do we go there? That's always the thing. Where do we go? Do we stay and wait?
What the Frenchman says.
Yeah.
By the way, bonjour, ça va? Wo ist mein croissant? Ich habe noch kein Breakfast gehabt.
We just try to find our perfect position. This is not a perfect position because she's walking just over the road, which I don't like. This elevation is still too high. Finished. Now the lioness is hiding in the bush again, and shame. I mean, the sun is just coming out here, perfect light, but you can't have it all. There are moments here it can look very magical. The sun comes out a little bit and you have still clouds, and the clouds are making some shade on the grass, so there's light and dark and light and dark. It's just magic.
Some lines here, they looks like they want to cross the river. Can't see them at the moment, but they must be here somewhere.
Oh, John, what would I do without you? It's perfect. You found the perfect spot here. Just this one car. I mean, if this could move only a meter or...
I tried to talk, it's not Rongo.
Yeah.
Rongo.
No, some people are just...
They're just relaxing.
It's just relaxing. They have no... They don't think. The challenge at the moment is one car, which is just behind the line and my perfect picture. I mean, it's an amazing picture. I mean... You are in my picture.
Getting closer to the lines on the other side of the river was not as easy as we thought.
We just have the river just behind us. We passed it very easily, but now the problem is to get out of this riverbed. It's very muddy and slippery. But John always has a plan. I mean, he's just cutting some branches from the bushes here and we're getting there. Okay, let's try again.
Eventually we got assistance. Some guys from a nearby camp came to help us.
Also was muss er dann auch Zeit mitbringen, ne? We must just wait. I think they will sleep for still a while because it's quite cool. As soon as the sun comes out, they will move.
Breakfast while we're waiting for the right shot. Camera prepared.
So you want coffee?
Yeah.
Cheers, my brother. Cheers. Welcome back. Still alive. Please welcome back.
that something is happening. Look at this. These are the moments where I really, really enjoy photography. I mean, you're so close to the animals and this environment. It's a beautiful setting here, but I don't have 100% control over this. I mean, it's totally different now in nature photography than before. I mean, I don't have a stylist here. I don't have a makeup artist here. I can't put a screen here or put another light there. I just must trust that Mother Nature is giving me the best and hope that it will happen. For the style in my photos for the Pride of Africa collection, it's very important that I have a low angle, that I have this moody, dark, cloudy sky, and the animal must be in a very proud position. Proud and perfect position. That's what I'm aiming for. Today we spent almost the whole day here with the lions, and we have some nice footage, definitely, especially in that 5 minutes when the sun came out and gave a little bit of light. Okay, super, thank you very much, John. The rain is coming, we have to leave quick, otherwise we're getting soaking wet. We're rushing back, and it was just, John already started the engine, we wanted to go, and then this couple was standing up, and then they started mating, and you won't believe it, but I can show you the footage. The sun came out a bit and it was wonderful footage. Beautiful day today. Now we're heading off. You see the sun probably on that side, but on this side it's completely dark.
When I'm in the Mara, I'm focusing on the cats. So most of the time I spend with the lions. But sometimes we also have to go for the leopards, because this is just a beautiful animal.
I learned to read John's driving skills, and how he drives tells me already what's happening or what's happening soon. The hunt is on. It's just there.
With a leopard, the window of opportunities you get so small. It was a time frame of 4 or 5 minutes. We were just action. Now the leopard is hiding again, and now we just try to spot him again.
Looking for something to hunt, and it looked like they left the babies behind.
The leopard retreated back into the bush, and this is a good time to have some breakfast, some food in my system. Sometimes it's quite difficult to relax. I know I said you have to enjoy every single moment and just take it like it comes. You're here now, you want to have a picture, but you have to take your time, I know. John was sure she had some cubs in the area, but we have to find her and wait.
Leopards are one of my favorite animals. I mean, they are so elegant and they're so beautiful and they're so clever. I really love watching leopards.
We waited a long time after lunchtime, and slowly I got a little bit weak and had some funny feelings in my stomach. So it was best to leave and go back to the camp and get some proper food.
We left that spot, and less than 5 minutes later, a friend of John called us and said, "No, she's coming down, she's probably going to her cubs now." Oh, so we turned around, came back to the leopard, and there was that special setting. She was just playing around with her cubs, and it was just adorable, and there was no thinking about an empty stomach. It was just watching this whole scene, and it was still raining here and there a little bit, and it was getting darker and darker, but it was just 100% worthwhile to come back. This leopard picture with the two cubs, I mean, this is really special. I was so excited when I was capturing it, but I was also so nervous that I don't have it.
Back now to the lodge and just check the files if they are 100% in focus, because I'm not 100% sure because of the darkness now. Like I said, it's 6:20, and it was raining all the time.
In the night when we came back to our camp, it was just like, I mean, normally I don't do this, but this time, I mean, I thought, no, I want to know, because I knew if it's right, I mean, then it's really right. And so I looked in Lightroom to all these pictures, and it was like, then I clicked and clicked, blurry, and then the perfect position of all three of them, and they were 100% in focus. I mean, I had a long exposure time, I had a very open stop, and it was just perfect, and I was so happy that, yeah, I mean, this is how it works.
Eventually I ate something, but I know this time I pushed myself too hard.
And very quickly it turned, and I got white in the face, and I throw up, and but even this Dean filmed. But I mean, that's part of the, yeah.
My stomach was, and then I threw up, and now, yeah, I think it's going better now.
Yeah, shortly after this we even had more bad news. I mean, family arrived on the airstrip in Masai Mara, but we got the news, oh, it rained somewhere, and the river is too high, we can't cross the river. We met the family at the river, and but which we couldn't cross, so we could wave to each other. We're talking on the cell phone to each other, because I mean the river was quite high and was noisy, so we couldn't talk to each other.
only on the cell phone. That was quite nice and funny, but then we had to make a big detour, which took us, I think, 8 hours. So we had to go all the way back and almost go to Tanzania and drive along the border to come back to Talek.
Na, und? Exhausted. I just need an hour of rest and something to eat. Finally we have arrived.
I mean, this was also a quite challenging trip, but it was even, yeah, it was a big blessing to see the family again later in Gesche camp. While we were changing lodges and we were on our way to Angama, we got a call that someone spotted a cheetah mom with cubs. Something was not right, or something was worrying her, the mom, because she acted a little bit strange. So we followed her all the time.
I think they want to cross the river.
So the cheetah with the 3 cubs went down to the river bank and was watching the river very carefully for quite a while, until she put first time his feet in the water. She really wanted to cross. I mean, we couldn't believe that, because I mean, she had cubs not bigger than this, and it's extremely dangerous to cross a river with these babies.
Cheetah mother is at the river's edge and looks like she wants to cross.
They're going.
Yay!
You
I
guys?
made it. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I think sometimes you have to take risk. Otherwise, yeah, you have to take risks.
Why do you think she took the risk?
I'm not sure. Maybe she thinks the grass is greener on the other side, or maybe she just want to challenge her kids or learn her kids a lesson. You can, if you want. If you really want, you can do it. Just try.
In my life, I took many risks to be where I am today.
I mean, this trip, highly on my list was also to show my wife and the kids Ngama Mara. This wonderful lodge in Kenya. I mean, it's just spectacular, this view and what they offer. I mean, we had this, how do you call this, big bonfire, and it was just so special. And these game drives, I mean, early in the morning when you're driving this steep way down to the Mara, and this big savanna with all these trees in the middle. I mean, it's just amazing. And yeah, I hope I didn't spoil my kids too much. I hope we can still do some normal camping trips with them. Yeah, no, that was very, very awesome to show them Kenya and this wonderful place of Ngama. The doctor gave me very, very bad news. He said something like, I will only live 1 or 2 more years. And which I definitely not accepting. I mean, I can't accept this because I'm still young and I still have young kids, and I want to live longer because life is extremely beautiful. I mean, I'm alive, I'm still healthy, and many times, I mean, I hear that people are saying, "Wow, you're looking good and you're looking healthy." I mean, also, right now I'm on chemotherapy, and I'm also, I mean, I don't know how, I mean, I saw lots of other people who have chemo, but I don't feel sick. I don't feel that I'm gonna die in whatever, half year, in 1 year. I'm too strong for this, and mentally I'm also preparing myself. No, it's not gonna happen. And to be honest, I mean, I believe it now. I really believe. I mean, I won't survive. Nobody will survive, but I will make it much more longer than my doctors told me. I will make it another 10 years or 20 years. I mean, that's for sure, and I believe this 100%. And I researched so much in the internet, and I read a lot of books, and it's all in here. If you give up, and if you think you are sick and you're suffering and it's bad, and oh, I'm gonna this and I'm gonna, then probably will happen. But if you fight against, I mean, you have a very, very, very big chance that you come through and that you will win.
He's very happy and it's good now. He changed completely, very strong. I can see the face.
even though Klaus didn't make it in the end, it's not for me like he was lose, like you sometimes say, he didn't win or the cancer was beating him. I think it was what is actually more what he shows is that life is challenging and you can't choose what life throws at you, but you can choose how you deal with it. And Klaus showed so much courage and determination, and he really saw especially through the illness, the beauty for life. He also never really wanted that people felt sorry for him. I mean, he had this hope he's gonna make it, but I think this is also what kept him going, and it's quite I have admiration for this, that he really didn't give up.